Hello, fellow travelers. This is Veronica from Human Design Journey, and we're exploring that place inside of us, which is our inner authority, inner anchor, which centers us, grounds us, to give us the correct decisions, to help us take the correct decisions, which are our inner truth. And we don't need to bow to outer authorities. We don't need to rely on outer authorities because we have this internal mechanism which is always there. It's consistently there since we're born until the day we die. And we're going to look now at the ego authority. If in your body graph you have the emotional center undefined, white, the sacral center undefined, white, and the splenic center undefined, white. So also the root center will be undefined, white. And you have the red triangle defined. This is the ego center, and you have an ego authority. Ego authority is rooted in the proper use of willpower and is exclusive to projectors and manifestors. So the ego is a motor and it generates energy, ego, and it will energy, will power. So it's not exactly generating it, it's more like working, like pumping it, like the heart. It's actually directly connected to the heart center. You can look my other video about the 9 energy centers in the body graph for more information on the heart center. But the ego and the biological correspondence, but the ego authority is connected to watching whether you have the will for something or not. Do I have the will for something? Ego authority can be heard in the voice or experienced as the willpower to recognize what you say or do without thinking, but listening to the will power with which you say it. It's the feeling of the will that it can complete something, that something is for them, that it is a value for them. So in a way, it is the most egoistic way of taking inner decisions for your life, because it's about, is there something for me in this? Do I have the will to do that? And what is there for me? You will have a defined will center, of course. So for you, it's important that your own mm, and the respect of others is something you want to earn and to work for. And it's easy for you to give promises and to fulfill those promises. So it's about giving promises and feeling whether you have the will to fulfill these promises and to fulfill those um, things which are for you on the material plane. When you listen to your voice, since the ego-driven mind has a way of overpowering everything and everyone to get what it wants, many ego authority people must learn to use this power properly. It actually is a process of unlearning to master the accurate, healthy, and correct use of this power, and expressing itself naturally rather than being willfully forced and forcing into life. So remember the not self, and really do go back. Do you want to go back and see my video about the will, the ego center? Even when you have a defined ego center, you can be too pushy. You can be thrusting powerfully your will or imposing your will. That's not your correct authority. The correct use of this power is to express yourself naturally. So you need to unlearn this willfully forced voice and really listen to that clear will for things. And since this is also an ego authority, and that will mean that there is no direct connection to the throat, otherwise they would be manifestors. It's also to listen in the voice, even if it's an open throat or it's not connected to the ego, to the willpower, because the will have its way to show its, remember, it's always in the body. It's always how you say it, your posture, your way of being, the way you express yourself will show you most correctly whether you have the will to do something or not. It might take a little time to unlearn and get attuned and really to your own inner frequency. But it's rewarding and it's worth to test and try out and experiment with it. I dare you. You want to do it? You want to try it out? Listen to your willpower. Is that for you? Do you have the will to try it? If you want to know more about other authorities and more about human design basics, you're welcome to follow me for more. Would you like to like my video? I'll be glad if you comment and share how you experience this authority. It's one of the more rare authorities. If you have ego authority, please comment. Would you like to comment and tell us more about how it is for you, really, because only you can see through your own eyes. I'll be glad if you would like to share. I'm Veronica from Human Design Journey, and if you'd like to visit my website, Facebook, or Instagram page with the same name, you're welcome. Please do that, and I'll be back with more. Bye for now.